make we let London know. But my baby so romantic. Oh yeah, baby, make we show them, let's show them, you show them. Make we let the whole world know. But my baby so romantic, yo. Ooh, she romantic, yo, so romantic, yo. She feeling like romantic, yo. So my baby so romantic, she's she romantic, yo, so romantic, yo. She feeling like romantic, yo. So my baby so romantic, yo.
Online 24/7. Tag Community Voice Radio. The radio station for Thurex BAME community. Subscribe, listen live, and download our app from the Apple and Google App Stores.
Hello everyone, welcome back to this week broadcast from Goldland Gossip. My name is Santiago and with me here is
Isaac.
And in this week we're going to be covering everything that happened from the Champions League to the Premier League to the transfer windows, and basically much everything as the January transfers has been closed. We're going to cover that, and we're going to talk about the knockout stages and the Champions League and the Premier League as well.
Yeah.
So first of all, we'd like to talk about the Champions League as it's concluded that Liverpool at top of the table. They take the top spot, where Barcelona and Arsenal follow none. I would also like to give a special shout out to Aston Villa as they grabbed
an automatic
round to the round of 16, and it's the first time ever going into round of 16 for the past. It's been decades since
it's been a long time, yeah.
Yeah, and also there were many memorable games that I would like to talk about. Like Villa 1-0 to
Villa beat Bayern 1-0.
A cheeky goal by Duran, and it was a cheap over the goalkeeper. Even though some of them were disallowed, it was still good. And I would also like to talk about Bayern Munich and Barcelona 4-1. I mean, it's been really bad for Bayern Munich and Barcelona all these years, because Bayern has always been winning them in the Champions League, and ever since Hansi Flick came to Barcelona, he's turned the tables around, brought joy into the fans of Barcelona. And I can really say they're really happy with a very good season they're going, constantly winning all their matches. And also, I'd like to talk about the hat-trick.
It was Barcelona 5, Benfica 1.
Benfica 4.
I actually watched this game, and I'm so happy I did. I thought it would be an easy win for Barcelona, but you know,
anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Like scoring a hat trick in the first 30 minutes.
Yeah,
it's absolutely amazing. I did not expect that, but it was so amazing because the whole world was all talking about that 9-minute goal that Barcelona watched, and man of the match Rafinha, what an excellent performance he had. He is dominating so much in Champions League, and I feel he could make it to at least top 3 Ballon d'Or contest if he continues like this.
Yeah, he's definitely like you said, he's definitely in the running for the Ballon d'Or, and it's crazy because Barcelona are actually going to sell him.
Is it?
Yeah, I think 22-23 season, he wasn't having, the best of performances in his matches, and Barcelona were going to sell him. But, he's obviously came into this season a completely different player than what he was a few years ago. And it's crazy, really, that turnaround.
Also, a good shout out to Liverpool for winning 7 out of 8 of their matches. That was really good. What I feel is that the last match against PSV, they really did not. I could say it from Arne Slot and from the players, they really did not care about it. But that's my personal opinion as a fan. That they didn't really care about it because they had a game the next week, innit?
Yeah.
So they had the game the next week. 3 days later. So I feel they're waiting with the young stars, and Yeah, that I feel the 3-0 loss was really disappointing, but I couldn't really care about it because we won 7 out of 8. We beat big teams we didn't expect, like Real Madrid and Anfield. We beat Leipzig. Um, we beat Man City. We beat a lot of teams. So yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
yeah.
Another shout out. Well, sorry. Another shout out goes to Brest. Stade Brest. This was obviously their first ever season in the Champions League. It wasn't like Villa, who were there many years ago before, but they took a playoff spot. In their first campaign, and they beat some big teams along the way. So that's good to hear.
That's one thing I actually like about football, because you can't predict the game.
Yeah.
If you told me like 2 years ago a club like Brest would be beating or be making Real Madrid have a tough time in football, I would laugh at you. But now it's literally coming past. And also, I'm quite disappointed in Girona, because they had an amazing season last time. Last season was amazing. Like, they almost won the La Liga Cup. But I'm quite disappointed that they're really not doing very good in Champions League.
Yeah, it's a bit like Newcastle. I thought, you remember Newcastle last season?
Yeah, they even beat PSG last season.
Yeah, they overachieved, and now they can't really match that.
Yeah.
And also the story you've definitely all been waiting for, Man City. They were pretty much finished. They were heading for an early exit in the Champions League, being the reigning champions as well. Well, not the reigning champions, but the champions the season before last season. This was before their clash with PSG. They lost 4-2. But they beat Club Brugge, which sealed their survival, and they somehow survived.
Somehow they were lucky.
Yeah.
Because I feel Man City is now always seeing that downfall, and I'm not quite excited for someone's downfall, but I've never been this touched, because in a long time, for 4 years, 5 years in a row, we always see them dominant, and they finally got the Champions League 2 seasons ago. But from that, I feel they've been really good. I mean, they made it to semi-finals last season.
Yeah, they did.
Against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And this season, look at what they're doing. But anyways, they're doing knockout stages in Champions League, where the 9th position to 27th, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all playing the knockout position, and we're going to see Real Madrid against Man City for the 3rd time in a row. What's your prediction for that match?
I'm not really sure. City are obviously, they're not in form right now. Even as we speak, even as we speak right now, they're playing Leyton Orient in the FA Cup. They were 1-0 down until half time. It was 2-1 last time I checked. It could definitely be way more.
I mean, City are really not doing good, but they've obviously bought a lot of people in the general transfer. I hope they can make a difference.
Yeah,
the City I know are not doing amazing. They're literally not, because I feel everyone. One thing about football is trying to understand your tactic and understand where you're coming from. I feel Coach just now understand what Pep's game is, and he can't make a difference no more. Unlike the Pep of before, you literally gonna have a nightmare before playing City. But now it's easy for clubs like PSG, Bournemouth, Brighton, all the little clubs that actually making City have a hard time.
Yeah. There's also been a lot of position changes. Like I've noticed. Sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. I've noticed Mateus Nunes, who's a centre midfielder who can also play on the left. He's been played at right back. Like, he played in the PSG game.
I feel what Pep Guardiola is trying to do is that, because obviously he's having a bad time, I feel he's trying to make players play in different positions. That's one thing we do at Liverpool. Play in different positions until you find your perfect spot, like Cody Gakpo, for instance.
Yeah.
He was a centre mid, a CAM. He was even a right winger, a striker, a centre forward, until they put him in that left wing, and now he's so dominant in all the game. I feel that's what happened, because even myself, I'm shocked that what's it called, Ake,
Nathan Ake, yeah.
Yeah, he was playing different position from left back to right back to centre back to CDM.
Yeah.
Like, there's literally a downfall of City now.
Yeah. Another, change they made was
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva at defensive midfield.
Oh, that was terrible because PSG took so much advantage of
Yeah.
over them. And Dembele was so amazing because
Yeah.
I can remember the shot he gave to Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
And it was trending everywhere on TikTok.
Yeah.
People were making memes out of it, and it was
Yeah.
just disappointing from City. I don't know how the fans are feeling right now, but I'm showing all my love to you guys.
Obviously, we're gonna move on now
Yeah.
to the next segment, which is action from the Premier League. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the story you've all been waiting for. Arsenal 5, City 1. Now, Guardiola's humbled side travelled to the Emirates with unfinished business after their draw early in the season. However, yeah, we all know what happened. First, it was Odegaard, but then Haaland equalised with, a towering header. Then goals from Partey, Luis Skelly, Havertz and Nwaneri eventually just completely destroyed them. Now, the topic of discussion was Luis Skelly. He, last time they met, Haaland didn't even know who he was. He said that to his face. And when he scored, he did his meditation celebration.
Yeah.
And that was really funny. There was a lot of, mixed feelings about that.
emotions.
Yeah.
For the Arsenal and Man City match, I don't even know where to start from because obviously the social media has been going wild about the match.
Yeah.
Because of the quote "Stay humble" by Haaland. Everyone has been using their all companies like TNC's companies, football companies. Everyone has been using the meme on social media now, and I feel it's quite disappointing from Haaland because what I feel that is a lesson for him to actually be humble, because Lewis Kelly is 18-year-old right back or left back, right?
He's a left back.
Left back. 18-year-old left back actually humbled City by doing Haaland's celebration after scoring a banger. Honestly, that 5-1 match, I feel Arsenal took it a bit personal because obviously I wouldn't say I'm a really big fan of Arsenal, but they took it personal. But football is football. You do what you want to do. But the fans, from what they were doing, from that reaction, it was too personal. I could literally tell that they were literally hurt the last time they went to Emirates.
Yeah.
They went to City's home for the first half of the season, and now they're coming back with a 5-1. But eventually, we all know who City are anyway.
Yeah.
They're obviously gonna come back, finishing either second or third in the Premier League.
And also, to make it even worse, Arsenal played Newcastle in the second leg of the
I
Carabao.
couldn't score a goal, but you could. That's what I'm saying. Like everything is shocking. How will you beat City 5-0?
5-1.
And you can't 5-1, and you can't score to Newcastle, and your coach is blaming it on the ball. Like you're playing with a balloon.
Or they were
he did it 2 times, not 1 but twice. It's so terrible to listen to when Arteta was saying that is the ball that is the cause of his lose. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like you taking your club to Champions League finals and be like, the ball was bad, so we couldn't win.
To be fair, also the Newcastle fans, they were chanting, "It must be the ball."
It must be the ball. That was amazing from the
crazy
Newcastle
over social media.
It literally set a humble season for Arsenal. I don't go against any club, but I'm just saying my personal opinion that Arsenal took it personal and we saw a reverse vice versa for them in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
Speaking about the Carabao Cup, we're gonna see Newcastle and Liverpool
in the finals. Yeah.
And for the knockout stages, the semi-finals, we saw Tottenham got beaten up by Liverpool 4-0 in the semi-finals at Anfield. What do you have about that?
I watched some of that match. Tottenham, obviously they weren't impressing at all. They didn't really do anything, they didn't really do anything, if you will.
What I feel is that Tottenham, the way they played was so abysmal. It was so not good at all in any way because.
Yeah.
I know my club. I know Liverpool. Tottenham
Mhm.
fans were obviously coming to me, telling me about how we're gonna destroy you, we're gonna humble you in Anfield. In my mind, they were like, the last time this people won an Anfield was 10 years ago. My little sister was not born by then. That was the last time Tottenham won a
Oh,
match
God.
in Anfield. So people coming to Anfield should be scared, and they were so happy coming to Anfield, thinking they booked a spot in the finals. And
Yeah.
I feel so sad for them because 4-0, not 1-2, but 4-0 in the second half was absolutely amazing. I did not think that. I was thinking 2-0 or 3-1, something like that, but it was 4-0 and that was wonderful.
Also, speaking of Tottenham,
Yeah.
they actually won a football match in the Premier League. They beat Brentford 2-0, but I don't think that's going to help them in their fight to avoid relegation.
Tottenham are literally not doing good at all because they're closer to relegation than to top. They're like 7 points away from relegation, and that's not good for them. Anyways, we're moving on to Nottingham Forest playing Brighton 7-0 with Chris Wood with a hat trick and Elanga with a hat trick of assist. What do you think about that?
That was crazy.
That was
Really, I didn't even know.
unexpected.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know Anthony Elanga was this good at passing.
And for the tactics was so good.
Yeah.
They planned the match. That
Yeah.
is what I call art of football because when you get beaten 5-0 and you go to someone and pull all your anger on the club, that is
Yeah.
amazing. As a Forest fan, I'll be so happy for the club, but that is quite shocking as well because Forest were close to relegation last season.
Yeah,
I mean, God saved their life. They almost entered the championship last season, but now
Yeah.
they're coming up, fighting, and actually booked themselves a spot for the Champions
well,
League.
not yet.
Not yet. Anything can happen.
It's
Anyone can put
literally
in it.
we're literally 1 year after 1 month after New Year, but
Yeah.
we're not exactly sure about
But I
that.
feel if they continue the way they're doing, they could do it.
Yeah,
I mean, they're literally doing very good. They've stolen 2 points from Liverpool in the season by drawing and winning Liverpool. Liverpool hasn't lost a match.
yeah.
Only one Premier League match, and they've made Liverpool have a tough time. Speaking about that, Bournemouth bit Nottingham Forest 5-0, and Liverpool broke Bournemouth's 11 games unbeaten
Yeah.
last week. And what I say about that is that was absolutely amazing because for my club to do that was amazing because I was scared. I was having goosebumps watching the match. And
Let's all be honest, yeah. Are we surprised? You guys are gonna win the league, so
Yeah,
are we
anything can happen.
surprised?
Anything can happen, but
yeah,
I hope so. I hope we win the league. I hope we win everything. You know me, I'm so greedy when it comes to football.
Yeah.
So I hope we win the 4 cups we're running for. I mean, we
Um,
might win Carabao Cup. I want to see us
Okay.
winning the 4 of them.
Now on to my favorite team. We lost 2-1 to Chelsea. Bowen scored the first goal after a mistake in the Chelsea defense. But then I was so excited, like, oh my gosh, we could beat Chelsea, and then Neto and Cole Palmer scored. Yeah, that's it.
No comments for that because I was not shocked in any ways.
Yeah.
It's Chelsea anyways. They were literally second position in the start of the season. And Chelsea having a lot of people, a lot of talent in their bench, not even in the main 11, in the bench is amazing.
Yeah.
I wasn't shocked about that by Neto scoring, and I was quite shocked by Bowen scoring in the first half.
Wait, also, I'd like to add something.
Yeah.
In one of the goals, I think it was Neto's, yeah, Levi Colwill shoved Bowen when he didn't even have the ball, and it wasn't even a foul.
That's the thing about football. Do you know how many times they've robbed my club? The day I would never forget is the 2-1 match against Tottenham in Spurs Stadium.
Yeah.
That 2 people got injured, we got 2 red cards, and we nearly drew the match, if not for a little on goal. I would never forget Tottenham for that. But now they have to pay it back because we beat them 6-3 the last time we visited them.
All right. Now we're gonna move on to our
transfer windows.
that's our final topic for today. We'll try and make it quick. Rashford is actually signed for Villa on loan.
Amazing.
For me, I think this could be the beginning of the end. Like, I can't lie. Rashford, obviously, he's 27. He's not getting any younger, and this is where he should be in the prime of his career. But I feel like Rashford's one of those players who peaked too early. Like, he peaked way too early, and
he jumped straight into conclusion. He doesn't have patience. I feel he could have waited, even though his club was having a bad season over and over again. He could have waited like Son and Tottenham hasn't won a cup ever since he arrived there, but he's still there. But I mean, it's his choice, it's his career anyways. We're not the one to decide for him. But going to Aston Villa is not what I was expecting. That was literally the shock of the January transfer window. And Duran as well going to...
Al Nassr, that was a bad move as well. You know what he said?
I would say it was a bad move because he has family to feed.
He's 21.
Even though
he's 21.
It's not about the football, it's about the money.
He can still get the bag. He can still get the bag playing for Aston Villa.
He is getting paid £37.
37, how much?
£37,000 every week with no taxes and Nassr. And in what's it called? In Aston Villa, he's getting 15 with taxes. So obviously, I won't judge him though.
He should have moved. What I'm saying is, he should have made the move later. Now, next is City. They signed. They've made 2 important signings this window. Marmoush from Frankfurt and Kuzanov from Lens. We obviously know what happened with Kuzanov's debut against Chelsea 2-1. He made the mistake that led to the first goal, then got picked up a yellow card, but was relatively okay after that. Then West Ham actually, we actually signed someone. Oh my god, it's such a surprise. We signed someone. We got Evan Ferguson on loan to fix our current striker crisis. And he's got a lot of potential, so I'd like to see how he plays. Neymar returned to Santos. It's kind of sad because all Messi, Ronaldo, and Neymar obviously aren't in Europe anymore. They're getting old. Messi and Ronaldo could retire soon.
Speaking about Ronaldo, a few days ago was his 40th birthday.
Yeah.
And it just made me feel that everyone is getting old. For Ronaldo to be turning 40 years, we're really growing up so quick. And we're almost done. Kyle Walker made a loan move to AC Milan. And Joe Felix as well.
João Felix, he scored on his debut.
That was amazing. He always does that. And what making me to laugh is that people are now complaining about Joe Felix that he wants to play in everywhere. I mean,
sorry about that.
What to describe Joe Felix as is he's kind of an off and on character. And the start of the season is bad, then the end of the season is good. And the start of the season is good, the end of the season is bad. I don't really know what he's trying to do. Probably that's the way he wants to do it, because for someone to be going every 9 months to another club is amazing. It's just the way he wants to live his life. But I feel there's no need of living Chelsea.
All right. And last transfer is Bayern striker Matisse Tel has gone to Spurs on loan. He played a bit against Liverpool, showed some signs, but me personally, I don't think this is a good move. It's a good move for Spurs, but maybe not for Tel, because from what I've seen, Spurs have signed Archie Gray, and he's been played all over the place. His potential, I feel like, is slowly getting wasted because, he's been played out of position at left back and centre back. He can only play like in the middle of midfield and then right back. And I feel his performance is dropping off. Like, he scored an own goal a few games ago, and then Liverpool, he was definitely one of the main reasons why you lot took the lead. So yeah.
Anyways, that's all for the main time. This is where we draw the curtains. For more broadcasts and for more live streams, make sure you follow Tag Radio, our social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Tag Radio.
Yeah.
Thank you for being you, and God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
I was sitting in the corner, babe. You were sitting in another corner, sitting at a table for two. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh yeah, babe. You waited on your order, babe. Champagne, 2 glasses for nobody but you. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh